Hi, how are you? My name is Angel. Thank you so much for joining me for this live shopping session with Jumia Kenya. I have a few things that I want to share, okay, more than a few. I have a number of things that I'd like to share with you that I have bought from Jumia Kenya and enjoyed, and that I think that you should know about. I have a bit of skincare, a bit of makeup, some home items, and of course, if you've seen me anywhere else on the internet, then you know we have to talk about fragrance. We just have to. We have to. So I'm going to jump right in and share with you a few of my favorite things from Jumia at the moment. But before I begin, I need to let you know that you can see many more of my favorite things on Jumia, on the Jumia influencer page, on the Jumia Kenya app. So I will make sure that that's linked somewhere around here for you to click through and see what other things I'm loving on the app. But these are my current favorite things, okay? It changes. I'm a bit... I talked about both of these two products at length on my Instagram if you follow me there. But if you don't know, allow me to tell you, these two products help me clear a massive, just violent, terrible breakout. I had a terrible skincare catastrophe going on with my skin in the month of May, and someone recommended trying La Roche-Posay Effet Cloud Duo, which worked like a charm for me. It really helped me, one, stop the active breakout, you know, when it's still like swollen and painful and it just looks like your skin is angry. This helped me stop that, as well as deal with the dark marks from the scarring from the acne. I am so grateful to this because I did not know what to do. I was a bit at sea in terms of what to do, because the last time I had serious acne, I had to go on a system. I had to go on a serious medical dermatological system, and I was just like, okay, do we have to do that again? I was confused. This helped me clear it up almost perfectly. I do have a bit of scarring left now on my chin. You can't see it, I'm wearing makeup, but a bit of scarring left on my chin and on my cheek a little bit, but I'm still working on it. I've gone through 2 tubes to get through all of the acne scarring. You can see pictures of that on my Instagram. I will say that this really dried my skin out. I was like shocked at how dry my skin got during the process. So I did supplement it with the La Roche-Posay Hyalu B5 serum. This is a hyaluronic acid serum, and hyaluronic acid is a humectant, which means it is a water-loving compound. It allows water to stay closer to the skin longer, so you don't get so dry so fast after your shower, after your cleansing or everything. This worked like a charm. Together they work really well together. They don't create like a weird consistency that, you know, is weird under makeup or anything. They work very well together as a pair. This duo saved my skin. I don't know what I would have had to do had I not had these two. These are my babies. Highly recommend. The other skincare product that I need to recommend isn't so much skincare, it's more like priming. It's a skin product by Nivea. It's called Perfect and Matte Effect Oil Control 3-in-1 Miracle Vanishing Cream. If you can get through the name, what they're trying to say is that this is a vanishing cream. I apply this as moisturizer, but after my actual moisturizer, so I kind of pat it on after moisturizer to get the matte effect that you're looking at now. This makeup is maybe 4 hours old, and I have done no touch-ups and works a charm. I'm finding it to be better than my primer in terms of mattifying me, because my skincare system does include this hyaluronic acid, which is very moisturizing, and I do like a more matte face. Matte to semi-matte is kind of where I like my makeup to be. So this is helping me really mattify and get this kind of nice, almost 50s effect. Very good product, and I think very affordable compared to other primers that claim to be mattifying primers. They don't really hold on and hang on to matteness as long and as intensely as this does. This gives like an old-fashioned pin-up girl matte effect. I quite like this. Let's talk makeup. The other thing that I use to set makeup, and I'm kind of working backwards here, but I use this product to set makeup, and again, my desired effect is quite matte, and I'm really liking Maybelline's Lasting Fix setting spray. This is maybe my third bottle, maybe my fourth, I don't remember, but I keep refilling. It's excellent. The way that I put it on is rather than just spray onto the face, I spray it onto my blending sponge, and then I dab, like kind of press into the face. That kind of gives me a more like a solid, like this face is going nowhere kind of thing, more than if I just misted my face. Really enjoying this product. More people need to recommend this, because I know there are a number of setting sprays in the market that, you know, don't necessarily produce the same results at the same incredible price that this does. I really like this. Yeah, I'm going to keep repurchasing this. I actually have abandoned my previous fixing spray or setting spray. The last time I had it was maybe a year ago. At some time in the early pandemic is the last time I purchased that stuff. I'm now a Maybelline girl all the way. Speaking of Maybelline, the foundation I'm currently wearing at the moment is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless for normal to oily skin with clay. God, these long names. Who has time? Who has time? That's the product. My color is 356 warm coconut, but what I do in the under eye right here to highlight is I mix it with 332, what is the name of this color? I think it's caramel, golden caramel. Don't get it twisted. I mix it with a little bit of that right in the under eye for brightness, but my main foundation color is number 356 warm coconut. Love this. My usual go-to foundation is Estee Lauder's Double Wear foundation. Usually I tend to use that, especially like when my skin is being crazy, like it was in May to July. But now that you know, things are a lot clearer and I don't need as much coverage, and I don't want it to look so much like makeup, I just want to look like matte and flawless. Is that what the tagline? That would be great. Okay, no, the tagline is matte and poreless, but I just want the effect of foundation without looking too much like I'm wearing, you know, a full face, like a face beat honey, you know. I just like, you know, to create that kind of flawlessness, and then put some matteness on top of it, and that's enough coverage for me. This works excellent, also very affordable. I don't know how many of these I've gone through over the years, cycling between this and the Estee Lauder foundation, which is also available on Jumia, by the way. Yeah, very quick, easy to go. I blend in with a blending sponge, and I'm out the door. My entire makeup, like my face, which is a bit of brow, foundation, some powder, lipstick, is a 10-minute thing. And I'm out the door. It really works. Okay, very time conscious, if you can't tell. In terms of the powder, this I've hit pan on. It's a bit embarrassing. It's a little embarrassing. It's all gone. I have barely any left. That tells you how much I love this product. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder. My color at the moment is 330 Toffee, and I mean, need I say more than that? That's gone. That's destroyed. You're never gonna see that again. I need to buy a new one. It's actually embarrassing that I'm showing you this. This is my current favorite powder. Easy to do, and sometimes when I don't want to wear any foundation, I just do powder, because this gives you quite a bit of coverage and nice matte, flawless, poreless vibes. Very easy breezy makeup if you're just trying to do a little something. Just kind of look like you did a little something. Yeah, I say. And finally, the lipstick that I have on today is, I mean, if you've seen me on the internet anywhere else, whether that's Instagram or YouTube, you know about this lipstick. I love this lipstick. I've loved this lipstick a long time. It's one of my absolute favorites, top 3 for sure. And this is MAC's Dance With Me. It's a liquid matte lipstick, and I'm absolutely obsessed. It's beautiful, quite cool toned, quite dramatic. It's nice dramatic red without being like a tomato true red. I really like the cool tones in it. I think it's much more flattering for me, and it always just kind of gives me a bit of, you know, just I don't know. I feel like the vibe is very different from a true red. Very much like this lipstick. Like I said, this makeup is like 4 hours old and holding up pretty well. A little glass of bubbly, and we're still quite intact. I cannot complain about this product. Beautiful. One of my absolute favorites from MAC, and it's available on Jumia. You're welcome. All right, let's quickly dive into fragrance, and then we're gonna do a couple home things or like lifestyle things. I'm a fragrance fanatic. I'm a collector. I have more fragrances than I need, but I do not have enough fragrances for me. Just don't be my business, okay? Live and let live. This is one of my absolute favorites that I've purchased on Jumia. This is Burberry's Body. I don't know if you can see how much damage I've done on there. I did a live with Jumia a couple weeks ago discussing a few more. So if you are interested, I'll make sure that's linked for you somewhere as well. A few other fragrances that I recommend. But this is one that I'm really, really loving in this up and down weather that we're having. I tend to prefer it in cool weather, but I do think that it performs very well in borderline weather as well. It's quite rosy. Burberry is a British brand, so the rose in this I feel like reads quite British, quite like prim proper, but it's rose and a very warm sensual amber, and then a peach note that smells a lot like skin. Peach skin does tend to smell like warm, sweet skin, a little bit like, I'm on Jimmy, I don't want to say the thing. The overall effect of this is like sexiness that you don't expect. I find it a very sexy fragrance, but in an unexpected way, almost like in movies there's often many scenes of a woman in a trench coat walking to his house, to a gentleman's house, and then she walks in the coat, and then when she finally whips it open, there's maybe not so much under there, you know? She's a bit of a temptress, this one. The fragrance is called Body, and it's supposed to smell quite sensual, but not, I mean, this is a British fragrance at the end of the day, so it's not going to be overtly crazy Tom Ford sensual. I find it to be a very good balance if you're trying for something sexy, but not something scandalous, you know, not like, you know, something you want to wear to work, or maybe to work and then to a date afterwards, you know. Very good signature material if you're looking for a sexy fragrance for cooler weather that can translate into warmer weather to an extent. When it gets very, very hot, not sure about this, but very good for cool to warm weather and evenings. Performance is excellent as well. And then the other fragrance that I need to talk about is Versace's Crystal Noir, one of my absolute favorites, and indeed the only fragrance from this line that I enjoy. I'm a little picky, to be fair, but yeah, there's a few others in the line. I'm not a big fan, but this specifically, beautiful. A little bit gothic, a little bit dark. You can tell from the color of that bottle, you expect a bit of darkness, a bit of glamour, a bit of but it has a coconut note, which is very unexpected in a composition like this, because coconut is usually much more bright, sunny, you know, happy summer days, whereas this generally, aside from the coconut, can be a little bit vampy, a bit gothic, maybe a bit cool weather. The juxtaposition of those two facets of the fragrance, the dark and the light, really says to me sexy vampire at the beach. Okay, it's giving Cullens at the beach, it's giving Twilight goes on vacation, it's giving Edward and Bella on honeymoon in Hawaii. Okay, it's a weird energy. It's a bit, you know, a bit problematic. You're not very safe, but the coconut and a beautiful gardenia, tropical gardenia note make it a lot more fun and sunny. Very, very beautiful juxtaposition. I think this is excellent signature material because it can wear very well in quite hot weather as well as quite cool weather, and also behaves quite differently in different weather and on different people's skin. So I feel like it's the kind of thing that would smell quite uniquely special to you if you're interested and looking for a signature fragrance, and especially if you like vampires. I don't know, mentally I just feel like if you like vampires, you might like this. I don't want to be in your business. Do what you want, but that's how I feel. Okay. Oh my gosh, labor. The first thing that I need to talk to you about is detergent. This is Persil's Machine Wash Liquid Gel, I think is the name of the product. Concentrated Power Gel is the actual name of the product. I bought this randomly because I needed to top up detergent, and I couldn't find the usual powder detergent that I tend to buy from Jumia. So I just picked up something to shikilia, you know, and now I love it. I really, really love it. My favorite thing about this thing is, you know, sometimes you need a lot of detergent for a wash. For instance, when I'm doing my gym clothes, I tend to kind of throw quite a bit of detergent in there because I want things to get really, really super clean. Most of my other clothes don't get properly dirty. I'm just washing them because I wore them. But you know, gym clothes endure some stuff, okay? Gym clothes, I don't know who works harder than gym clothes, okay? So I tend to really try and get quite a bit of detergent in there. But depending on whether or not you've done your machines clean, clean the actual machine, sometimes you can be left with a little bit of like powder residue. If you do too much, I'm heavy-handed. I sometimes can do too much. I'm pretty sure I could throw this entire bottle into my washer and everything would come out spick and span. What is residue? What are those? That was the first initial difference that I noticed with this stuff. I also find that in terms of ironing, I'm having an easier time since I started to use this. I haven't changed anything else. I wear a lot of cottons. I do a lot of kaftans and dirras, which, you know, can get a little bit harassed in the washer, and then you have to do quite a bit of ironing. I'm having an easier time ironing, and it doesn't really specifically say that I'm going to have an easier time ironing. So I don't know if I'm imagining that, but that's how I'm feeling. You don't need much. I'm crazy, but you don't need much. I feel like this should last you, does it say how many washes this should last you? Because this is only a liter, and I swear I've had this longer, probably like a month and a half, almost 2 months, and I do a lot of laundry. You don't need much. So even with my being heavy-handed, I still have quite a bit left of this. Is this a liter? How has a liter lasted so long? I actually can't believe that this is a liter. It's a liter. Okay, just forgive, I'm kind of getting distracted. You don't need much. You don't need much at all. It seems to be the kind of product that like refills itself in the night. I enjoy. This is what I'm currently using. I actually have not gone and repurchased my powder detergent at all. Will I? Probably. I don't know. I just kind of like the idea of powder detergent, you know, mentally. Omo, you know, mentally you just feel like you should be doing detergent, you should be doing laundry with Omo. But I really like this. The next product is a feminine product. If you're a woman that gets a period, because not all women get a period, and not all people who get a period are identify as women, very politically correct. If you're a woman that gets a period, I want to recommend this product. We have to discuss this product. I am of the opinion that like any amount of suffering that can be alleviated should be. Like we shouldn't just suffer because suffering is around, you know? So just because my baby box has to do some crazy stuff every month doesn't mean that I need to become my baby box's victim. You know what I mean? And so I try to make the whole period process as enjoyable within the circumstances as I can. I think about a year ago, always introduced their cotton line, which is it's actually like a cotton-based sanitary pad, which I was like, just take my money, take it now, because they're saying that it's a cotton pad which feels much more comfortable, which for me is always the problem, because I never feel comfortable on my period. The whole time I'm just you know, which is, it's not a vibe. I really liked the cotton pads. Once I tried them, they were very, very comfortable for me. I had no issues at all. Even with absorption, I think they did really well for a day pad. But now I want to talk about this. I came across these actually in a supermarket, in another variant, and then found the other style on Jumia. What I came across in the supermarket was size 3, which is just like a heavy flow kind of pad. I like them. I used them in my last period. I liked them. But when I tried the overnight pad, if you're the kind of girl who needs to have an overnight pad even sometimes during the day because things are a little crazy, say hey. I'm the kind of girl who, like, typically a heavy flow pad is like a day 3-4 pad for me, because otherwise it's Armageddon, okay? It's my baby box has no respect for me. My baby box does not respect me in the least. My baby box does not respect me in the least. It's actually like, I think we need to go to therapy about why she's like that. But I very often like to use an overnight pad during the day just to manage, just so I can feel secure and okay. These are so good. This is their size 4 in the Always Infinity range, which is the overnight variant. First of all, this line, both sizes that I've tried, the outfits are gorgeous. Look at those outfits. Yes, honey. Yes, Fashion Week. All right now. Look at those outfits. It's giving Pantone. I can't. And then for a night pad, maybe it's just me, but every night pad I've ever tried has felt a little bit diaperish, you know? Night pads tend to be big and scary, you know? Like, just like there's bulk, okay? To keep you supported and covered and okay for the night. So you don't wake up on the flag of Japan. You know? These are, I mean, that looks like a regular, that looks like the size of a floppy disk. If you don't know what a floppy disk is, I feel like you're too young to be watching this video. But look at that. That's the size of a floppy disk, to be honest. Okay? They're very, like, flexible and comfortable, and like you don't really feel like it's there. The first night I was a bit panicked because I'm very used to at night needing to feel like a whole, like, Huggies, okay? Like a little Huggies baby. So I was quite panicked the first night, but I kept getting up at night, like, to go, you know, just to make sure everything is okay. I was fine all night. So then I wore them during the day. I know during the day, usually the challenge is you sit, and then you get up, and then there's that whoosh, the floodgates open. I was in a meeting for 4 hours, okay? And I only remembered that I needed to change because I have put a timer on my phone, right? So I didn't even, it's not even like, because sometimes your body, like, you start to feel a little bit, my knee, I only remembered after my alarm went off, and I shimmied off to the bathroom at like 3.5 hours, maybe, like quite close to the end of this meeting. And I was like, where is it going? Because I know I'm on my period. I know this was day 2 of my period. I know it's supposed to be a situation. Where is it going? Listen, if you are a heavy, super heavy flow kind of girl, highly recommend these number 4s from the Always Infinity line for at least the first few days, the first few chaotic, terrible days. Highly, highly recommend. Then they're so comfortable. They're just so comfortable. It's like, is it there? Is it not there? Did I remember? Did I not? What's going on? These are for a baby girl period. Stop suffering. I'm done. I'm done talking. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you enjoy this kind of show and tell kind of video, I do a lot of these on my channel Angel Lately on YouTube, and I also share a few of my favorite things on my Instagram handle, which is angel.lately. Thank you for spending time with me. I hope you're having a great day. Love you, mean it. God bless you. Bye.